This place,
Yeah,
if you're
not too bad. There's John Cena! John Cena!
Sorry, hey, no, let's just talk.
No, please, you can come hang with us, please.
Why were you running?
What's that?
Wait, what were you running from?
I was trying to give them some action.
Because you are fired by Disney, my poor girl. We're on the brink of several exciting events in the entertainment world. South Park is set to join the Pandoraverse, which marks a significant step towards addressing the issue of wokeism that has been a topic of discussion in Disney and the broader Hollywood scene. Additionally, The Daily Wire is gearing up to release more updates about their upcoming film, Snow White and the Evil Queen, during the first week of November, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. In the midst of all this, there's quite a bit of buzz surrounding actress Brie Larson and the upcoming movie, The Marvels. It's worth noting that despite its substantial budget, the film is still slated for release on November 10th. Unfortunately, it's expected to be one of the worst performing movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, not just due to its high production costs, but also because of the controversy surrounding those involved in the film and the less than ideal marketing efforts by Disney. Now let's delve into the past, back when The Avengers was the talk of the town. Brie Larson, well, she was causing quite a stir on the set, creating numerous issues for the cast. It's no secret that Ms. Larson, at the end of the day, can be quite the challenging presence, both as an actress and as a person to work with. From her stint in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to her involvement in the Fast and the Furious franchise, it was clear that her journey was fraught with difficulties. You see, Brie Larson is known for her demanding nature and a certain level of self-assuredness that some might describe as narcissistic. She carries herself as if she's the ultimate authority, deserving of immense respect in the world of Hollywood. Now, brace yourself. Things took a turn for the worse. Disney recently made headlines by parting ways with Brie Larson, severing ties in multiple positions within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And let me tell you, her reaction to this turn of events was rather surprising. It's worth noting that even before this, her scenes in The Marvels had been considerably trimmed due to unfavorable test screenings. As if that wasn't enough, The Marvels is predicted to be the lowest performing MCU film in history, adding to the ongoing drama. But the crux of the matter is that Brie Larson has been let go by Disney, no longer set to make significant appearances in Deadpool 3, the planned second season of Ms. Marvel, and other MCU TV shows and films that were once in the works, bringing an end to her association with Carol Danvers. Marvel's director, Nia DaCosta, has recently made some significant revelations about Brie Larson and her response to being let go from various roles. DaCosta expressed that working with Brie had been a fantastic experience, but it wasn't without its challenges. The drama and toxic working environment within Disney and Marvel Studios made the collaboration difficult. Brie always felt dispensable on set, especially when higher-ups decided to reduce her scenes. She took this situation very seriously. DaCosta mentioned that their upcoming movie is going to be the wildest and most lighthearted of all time. However, she shared that Brie had a heartfelt conversation with her, expressing her deep frustration with the studio's repeated broken promises. Brie had been initially set to star in a direct sequel to Captain Marvel, but this project was abruptly shelved. Recently, Brie reached a breaking point, not knowing how to navigate the situation. And DaCosta was one of the few who truly understood her position in the entertainment industry, especially as they were wrapping up post-production for The Marvels. I'd like to take a moment to share something interesting. You might not be aware, but there was originally going to be a direct sequel to Captain Marvel, as Nia mentioned. This sequel was supposed to focus exclusively on Captain Marvel herself, Carol Danvers. However, all those plans got canceled, primarily due to the actress's firing from Disney and multiple roles in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This situation highlights Disney's apparent effort to distance themselves from actors and actresses who haven't been performing well at the box office. And it's not just Brie Larson. There might be other factors contributing to the potential failure of The Marvels. One significant issue is the sky-high budget behind the scenes. We know this film has been incredibly costly with a massive amount of money poured into it, much of which might not have been necessary. A great example is The Creator by Gareth Edwards, which had a budget of only around $80 million, but still managed to look impressive. While it might not have had the best story, its visuals were stunning. Comparatively, The Marvels, which includes Captain Marvel, has a budget that soared well above $300 million. This overblown budget raises questions about fiscal responsibility in filmmaking. It also raises concerns about Disney's leadership, particularly with Bob Chapek as the CEO, whose decision-making skills seem to be deteriorating over time. Are you sick of being poor and alone? Turn your life around with the help of the magical Genie Script. The Genie Script is a 30-day program that teaches people how to meditate effectively. It includes videos and ebooks to guide individuals in preparing their minds for positive changes in their lives. The program claims to have the potential to transform one's life dramatically and suggests that successful individuals have used it to achieve wealth and success. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description to get Genie Script. Moving on from the recent developments regarding Nia DaCosta, there's some interesting news about Brie Larson. It's been reported that she's actively working with her agent and manager to engage in serious negotiations. She's making a desperate attempt to convince Disney and Marvel Studios to reinstate her cameo scenes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. These scenes are crucial to her career, and she's going to great lengths to make this happen. Brie is also reaching out to Kevin Feige behind the scenes to try and reason with the key decision makers at Disney and Marvel Studios. However, it's uncertain whether her efforts will yield any results. Additionally, Brie plans to speak out against several Hollywood studios once the SAG strike is resolved. This is similar to what happened with Rachel Zegler at Disney. She aims to shed light on the challenges that modern actresses face in Hollywood, emphasizing its unfairness. This situation has been compounded by Universal Studios dropping Brie Larson from Fast and Furious 11 and Fast Act Part 2 and 3, commonly known as Fast and Furious 12, where she portrayed Mr. Nobody's daughter. She's also making demands to be reinstated in her role in Avengers Secret Wars, from which she was recently removed. Brie's career heavily relies on her appearances in Nissan commercials, but even Nissan seems to be reducing her presence in their promotions for the Nissan Z sports car. It's worth noting that Brie Larson has faced criticism in the past, with some considering her unappealing to audiences. This sentiment is shared by other actresses like Amber Heard, Rachel Zegler, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Many believe that studios can no longer afford actors and actresses who are perceived as box office poison. This might be a turning point for Hollywood, although opinions on this vary. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. What's your take on Brie Larson as an actress? If you enjoyed this content, remember to give this video a thumbs up to support the channel. Stay tuned for more updates.